Oh yeah, how we doing? Used a lot of high-end stuff recently, so today I'm going to go with a bit of vintage stuff. Do the razor first. It's a Gillette black tip from 1951, date code W3, aluminium handle, brass head, nickel plated. Twist to open, and in there I'm showing the Personna Super Stainless, which has had a few uses on it. So that's the blade loaded, tightened down. There's no quarter turn on this, so this is the aluminium handle version. I believe they made the aluminium handle because brass was in short supply for the Korean War, so they could get enough to make the heads but they couldn't make the whole handle. So they opted for aluminium for 6 months or so, I think it was, with the black tips. It does lighten the razor a little bit. So there is a bit of overhang, as you can see normally with the super speeds. That can go and sit in some water. The soap, still using samples from Scott. This one's Holy Cow. Is it Noce Di Cocco? Or Noce Di Cocco, coconut basically. So I've got that in the Pedestal bowl, so bowl out and loading the brush anyway. Brush, RazoRock 400, black synthetic. So how is everybody? Asked a few questions whether I was left or right handed by somebody. I think it was Josh, his name was. First time I've seen him comment on the channel. I know he asked Kevy the same, because Kevy messaged me and told me. So for today, I'm left handed, by the way. I'm one of these freaks that only does right left handed. I play cue sports left handed. Everything else is right-handed, naturally. So for the sake of today's shave, I'm going to do a double first pass. I'll do the first one left to right-handed, and the second one with the other hand from what I used for the first time around. Never used Holy Cow before, so it'll be interesting. I've got 1.4 grams of soap, because I weighed it out, loaded it into the bowl. And I think I'm just going to load the brush and face lather. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos reference this soap. It's tallow and donkey milk base, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm sure Scott will correct me. So what I'm doing is literally just loading the brush up. You can see the soap is very, very dry. Needing more, we can go back to that. I think we'll have enough there. So yeah, so that's the plan for today. Double first pass. One with either hand. Then after that we'll go across the grain with mix and match using both hands. I found it quite awkward to use the right hand when I started wet shaving. It just felt natural to put it in the left hand. And the right hand was just invariably led to cuts, nicks, and I see this is going to need a drink. However, over the space of a few months, just constantly switching the razor between hands. It wasn't a concerted effort, but just slowly catch a monkey, so to speak. We got to grips, used both hands to shave with. I know some people's minds work. He's going to say a lot of Flash if he's watching. Graham, I hope you're well. Hope the family are well. And if you don't know Flash, he used to have a shaving channel. Flash is a very amiable Welshman. He's taken all his content down, which is a shame, because it's Graham focused more towards the budget end of shaving, which is fine. I've got no issue at all with that. His videos were entertaining, comical, fun to watch, light-hearted. Didn't take himself seriously, he can't. He's a top fella, so Graham, if you're watching, I hope everything's well down in Welsh Wales, in the valleys. So this soap, it's a single scent soap, coconut. It's quite a mild scent, unless of course that's because it's a sample. But from I've just watched Rudd's shave with it to get a heads up on Rudd's 95 score. So Gillette Super Speed, black tip, 1951. In the left hand, first pass. With the Personna Super Steel blade, which has had a few uses now. This razor was it was a blind buy a few years ago. There was a gentleman on the shaving forums selling off a few vintage Gillettes. And I asked him if he had a black tip, and he had 6 of them. He gave me a price, I was happy. I bought this, I actually bought the Lady Blue for my good lady as well, but I think I use that more than she does. It was a totally blind buy, and when it arrived I looked at the condition it was in, it's like, has that ever been used? Absolutely immaculate. It's your stereotypical super speed shave. It's not aggressive, it just works. This razor is 16 years older than I am. It's probably in better condition. Anybody new to the channel? Hello. Hope you're all well. In these strange times we're living through and in. Right, bit of fun time, teaspoon measure, so that's 5 ml of water just dumped in the bowl. Trying to make sure I get all the soap out of the nodules at the bottom of the bowl. It also gives me a very hydrated lather. There might still be some soap left in there actually. So second pass, right hand. Again, do a reverse, double first pass. It is easier if you can use both hands for dexterity to shave with. The only way I've learned to do it is to practice. Accept that there will be cuts and nicks. Yeah, I've got no issues at all with the soap. Scent wise, it is mild. I'm just making sure we've got all the soap off the bottom of the bowl, out of the nodules that are in there. And just to be doubly sure, another teaspoon of water. Yeah, I think we're about there. It was supposed to be thirsty soap. Yeah. Lather hasn't broken down. It's still holding together nicely. It's very hydrated. You know when it starts falling off the brush, like that, it's pretty well. Perfectly hydrated. So third pass, whichever end I want now really. So Josh, if you're watching, if you have any questions, fire them away. Don't bite. Might be sarcastic at times, but I don't bite. It is just practice, mate. Some people find it easier than others to use both hands to shave with. You forget how nice the super speeds are. When you haven't used one for a while. They really are a nice razor. Plenty of slickness on the face. Nice audio as well. For anybody interested, the ribs are still giving me jip. I was in bed last night, rolled over, and it just felt like someone just sliding a stiletto knife between the ribs. And I rolled over. That's the only way I can jump, I'm telling you. Cracked ribs can sometimes be a little bit painful. You might notice there's a slight change in camera angle as well. I've got you more to the right hand side today. I'm using my initial camcorder that I bought. I don't use a phone to record videos. I use a camcorder and I edit it on the PC. And because this has got a slightly longer focal length of lens, it doesn't get, you've got the same camera or the same, if you use me with the camcorder, you get a wider angle view, you can see more. But I haven't used it for a while, and I'll just check to see if it still works. I've got no issues at all with that shave. So, as you can see by the lather, still plenty left. Bowl's clean. Everything's out of the brush. Time for a face wash. See you in a minute. Spot on. I got more coconut with the face wash, with the coconut scent from that soap, than I did during the shave. Leaving it on the face for 5 minutes or so while I got everything cleaned up. Worked out quite nicely. Face actually feels pretty good. No witches up there. I'm just going to go straight to a balm. I haven't got any coconut. Palmers will work quite well, I suppose. But that's in the office at work for keeping the hands moist. So, L'Oreal, is it Barber's Club? Reinforcing Aftershave Balm, cedarwood. This stuff's quite thick. Yeah, it's quite thick and gleepy. So my face doesn't feel like it needs anything else on it really. I'm just putting the balm on to get some moisture back in. Felt pretty good after the shave. Right, so a quick recap. So, holy cow, holy Kaw Noce Di Cocco. Coconut. A sample I got from Scott. Scott, cheers bud, thanks very much. So, lathered part of the sample up in a pedestal bowl from Giles shaving. That's why it's called a pedestal. You hold it there, you can stand it up, and it's got ridges and dimples and stuff inside for making the lather. And we lathered up with a RazoRock 400 with a black Personna synthetic knot in it. The razor, Gillette black tip, 1951 W3, aluminium handle, nickel plated head with Personna super stainless blade on its shave. It's a new old stock blade and it's going quite well. No issues at all with the soap. That was cracking. No issue at all with the shave. Quite enjoyed using something 16 years older than me. Yeah, amazing really. Condition is faultless and the shave was exciting. That doesn't make it a bad thing. We polished off with some L'Oreal balm afterwards. There we go folks, that's it. Any comments? Leave them below. Especially regarding left and right hand. I'm considering myself quite lucky. I can just mix and match between either hand without even thinking about it these days. Which is partly what that shave was to demonstrate really. Any comments? Leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.